Avatar The Last Airbender episode 6. Let's watch it.
It's testing that. Best to observe and learn for now.
Oh yeah, this is when he got his airbend out.
How do I look?
Like a prince.
He's not our prince. Sir.
He's going to be a Fire Lord one day.
I know Zuko has his rough edges. But you must understand, he's been through a lot.
So nobody is guarding this. Nobody is guarding this temple. They wait for the Fire Nation. It's obviously they're gonna be working. Yeah, I want to trust anybody from the Fire Nation.
This will take us to Avatar Roku's shrine. Quickly.
No. Even though he doesn't have a choice though.
Oh, easy girl. Caught us out, have we?
Disturb the peace of the Avatar.
Another Avatar.
It's me, Aang.
Is it not customary to bow before your elders? And to avert your eyes? And hop on one leg?
What?
Forgive me! I couldn't resist. It's good to see you, Aang. But what took you so long?
I thought you would come to seek my advice sooner.
After Kyoshi told me that I need to figure things out on my own, that it was part of my journey.
Sounds like her. Kyoshi has always been kind of...
I thought you'd all be like that. Aren't avatars incarnations of each other?
We share the same spark, but we are our own people. I'm different from Kyoshi, just as you are different from either of us. For instance, what did Kyoshi tell you the role of the Avatar was?
She said I need to be a fierce, merciless warrior.
Yes, there are terrible choices. Placing the world's needs ahead of your needs. On that, Kyoshi and I agree. Trust me. It'll save you.
Oh, this is based on his own history with the Fire Lord. The Fire Lord was I.
You need to let me go. No, really.
You need to let me go.
People are depending on me. You don't know what's at stake.
I don't care. She doesn't care.
Save the world. Here's the thing. Some of us don't need saving. Some of us have got this world figured out. I trust you. You know why?
Because if there's any missing, you'll come after us?
Because you're so...
Huge.
Oh, and careful. This one's got a lot of heat on him. Bunch of hunters been sniffing around. Folks not to be messed with. See you around, Avatar.
Your Highness, I would suggest...
Not you. Zuko. What would you do?
Oh, this is how we got banned. When you say something wrong.
Horn's tactic. Enveloping flanks, leaving an escape route to draw them out.
Didn't you hear the General? They're protected by clear.
And here.
If you send them into the heart of the forces, how will they retreat?
They won't.
But they'll be lost.
We don't care about that.
You're gonna sacrifice them.
Sacrifice is a part of war.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Do you suggest?
The 41st. They're mostly new recruits. They're expendable.
Good.
It's a terrible plan.
What did you say?
I said it's a terrible plan.
I said, it's a terrible plan. Soldiers are gonna die, and for what?
Someone's out there.
And the furnishing.
Let us through! You know who I am?
Of course we do. Tempting. However,
What did you do?
Yuyan archers. Ozai was gracious enough to lend them to me. It said they can He already has been.
No, Uncle Iroh is mad about it, he's very mad.
Why by night? Prince Zuko. We'll have to watch out for the archers, but Zhao will most likely station them by the Avatar. So
Zuko! Pohai's stronghold is impenetrable. Why do you think Zhao told us he was going there?
Avatar. Had you heard of my name before your capture, or was this the first time?
Please, you have to let me go.
No. There are 4 guards, not 3, and are shackled. Make sure you get it right.
There are innocent lives at stake.
I don't
Can't
care.
let everyone down again.
I don't care. That's his thought.
If I were you, I'd be thinking less about my past and more about my future.
It's not.
You already saved that.
Blow all the hot air you want. It won't change your fate. What are you doing?
I'm writing it down.
We are the loyal sons and daughters.
Oh, there he is. That's Zuko. The mask. Yep. Exactly. Come on, let's go. Don't have time for this.
Who are you? Right. Run now. Talk later.
Faithful. Sounds more personal. Also, make sure the great sage has everything he needs for his research.
He's going, not ever is going. Yep.
What are you doing?
You need the Avatar alive. If you don't let us go, I'm gonna kill you.
Open the gate! Sir? Do it! Now! Open gate!
Oh, I know. He's thinking about using arrows against them. Yep. No, that's the plan. course not. I don't have a shot. Look at the dust. How would I have a shot? You know that's not a good idea. You know, you have to check him.
Where do they go?
Sure, now tell me, why do you hate me so much?
Nothing.
What did you come to save me, first of all?
Can I ask you something?
Fine.
Might be a little personal.
How did they get that skull?
Goat hair or rabbit?
What?
Your calligraphy brush. Goat hair or rabbit? Your spiritual studies. A lot of the time when I was supposed to be meditating, I was actually sleeping. I always got caught.
That was good quote.
If I catch you, I can go home.
I don't get you.
As the rightful heir to the Fire Lord.
That's what you want? To be the next Fire Lord?
Yes. Of course.
Compassion? Compassion is a sign of weakness.
I knew he was gonna say that.
I'm sorry.
You're doing amazing.
Is this everything? Give me everything!
You're doing amazing, to be honest, for somebody who's still a child. You had the upper hand, you should have taken it. That's why you got punished.
Compassion is a sign of weakness.
If we knew each other back then, do you think we could have been friends?
I doubt it. Maybe, but I doubt it.
Bomb, just for you. And the good news is, he says your vision will be fine, which means you have the good fortune of continuing to bask in my beauty.
Of course, you know I'm beautiful. You know, yeah.
Now is not a good time.
I wish to speak with my son.
He's hurt.
He'll recover.
But he'll never heal.
You can't! Brother, it's done. Oh. And since you're so concerned with the 41st Division, take them with you. As your crew.
So, in other words, those guys, the lieutenant and all that, they would have been dead if it wasn't for Zuko. So yeah, they should be thankful.
We're the 41st.
And you're all alive because of my nephew's sacrifice.
What's going on?
They must have missed you at music night.
They must. They missed you. That's what the explanation is gonna give them. Him.
Suppose it can be scary to admit you need people. Some might see that as a weakness.
Yep. Yep.
After all, what greater pain is there than losing someone you love? Or worse,
Gyatso?
Time.
has left you behind.
I don't know if I'm the only one that felt like this episode did focus more on Zuko. I think based on the way this episode started, it was a clear thing that they're gonna focus more on Zuko and his past and everything that really happened to him, so that we can get a little bit of more detailed, backstory, especially for the people having watched the animated series. And also, it's one way to keep it true to the animated series is by just make sure that you just take what was done in the animated series and put in live action, and don't do a lot of changes and all that. So that I feel like this one was centered around Zuko a lot more than Aang and the others. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing; it's actually a great thing, because Zuko is probably one of the main characters, because how is his story, the redemption and all that. So it's really nice to see that getting an attention. Obviously, it has been part of the biggest part of the story from the beginning of the season. So yeah, I'm not saying that he hasn't been getting the spotlight, but it's nice to see that he's now getting, not now he's getting, but get a little bit of his backstory. And the backstory, I don't think they really changed a lot of things. This is exactly how it went down. The way him sort of not approving about the plan because people are gonna die, then fighting his father, getting banned, then the whole situation of him sort of now being given the responsibility of finding the avatar and bringing him back. So yeah, that's how it went down. And this is also part of the story of how people don't really feel like he does a lot of sacrificing. Consider that the people or his crew are only alive because of him, but obviously they didn't know this. The moment they know about it, they were like, we are alive because of this guy. The guy we hate so much sacrificed his freedom in the Fire Nation to save us. He is the reason we are here right now. So we should at least give him a little bit more respect. So yeah, I just feel like after them being told about what really happened, they are now more loyal to Zuko than any, more than to that general, which obviously would mean that they are sort of this, what is the way that word come on, disregarding what the Fire Lord says, but they're willing to take the chance since the Fire Lord was sort of acceptance of in them dying anyway. So they were like, yeah, we're not gonna do that, we're gonna respect Zuko. We're going to see a lot more in the next episode and after that one. So obviously in this episode we do get to see a lot of things, and one of the things that I feel like this one is a spot on adaptation to what we've seen in the series, because everything that really happened in the animated series that I do remember is also something that really happened in this live adaptation, when when Izuku get to put on a mask and then went to rescue Aang, because he has been captured and all that. And he was like, what, if I'm not gonna be the one who was gonna retain the avatar or capture the avatar and retain him home, yeah, nobody else is gonna do that. So at this time I'm gonna rescue the avatar. Instead of capturing him, I'm gonna rescue him, then I'll start searching him on my own. Obviously this also meant that there's going to be an interaction, they're gonna talk to each other, avatar and the person who has been hunting for a long time. I do love that they're sort of hinting him on Zuko, having a soft side, and Aang seeing that, he's sort of seeing. I mean, that's part of the best part about Aang, is that he sees good in people, even the worst people. I mean, in the series he's so good in Fire Lord Ozai, and he tried to give him a chance before he took away his bending. So yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do this in this season, but we'll see how this plays out, you know. Now, one of the my biggest question about this episode, I don't feel like I have much to talk about. It's like spot on adaptation. There's a lot of things that happened that I did like, so yeah, there's not really much to talk about. But one of my questions is like, they didn't really do much of a hint of what is the next episode gonna be about, you know. I feel like the next episode is gonna be sort of like a preparation of Aang going to the Northern Island, and also in this season they've done nothing, not even simple, not even anything of Aang trying to learn any, you know, besides the airbending. He's amazing at airbending, but besides that, you know, maybe earth, you know, earth bending or water bending or fire bending. He hasn't been doing any of that, so you know, we'll see how. Maybe that is something that they're gonna be preparing for the second season, so that in the fifth and third season, you know, we get the big showdown, you know, Avatar versus, you know, Fire Lord. So maybe that's what they're doing. And you know, I have just rubbed off my expectations of expecting to see Tough in this season, because I feel like that is never gonna happen in this season. Like, we only have like 2 episodes left, so I'm not gonna expect you to see Tough in this. Like, they won't be introducing her in 2 episodes when the series is about to end. So we will see her in the next season. I guess I have to wait for another year or 2. It's very sad that we have to wait that long, but yeah, we have no other choice. You know, I don't doubt, I don't doubt, but I do doubt that they're gonna introduce it in the next episode. I very much doubt that. I feel like it's gonna be something totally different. Probably, you know, preparation and, you know, getting to the Northern Island. Probably they'll be there in the next episode. They're gonna be dealing with the whole entire situation. And in last episode, you know, we get to see the giant in, you know, turning into this giant water monster, you know, in his avatar state. So that's what I'm expecting, but I don't know if we're gonna see that. But in the next episode, I have no idea what it is about. So I just guess we have to watch this episode to see. So yeah, this episode, yeah, it's amazing for the fact that it does a truly adaptation to the series. Obviously, in this season they're gonna bunch off like 3-4 episodes into one episode, you know, just to cut off some things and all that. And obviously they're not gonna do 20 episodes for the entire season. They're not gonna do that, you know. Even though if I would want them to do that, you know, then, but also keeping the amazing effects. But it's like they have to, it's either we have those episodes but we have poor effects, or we have amazing effects but then they trim down into half to make sure that, you know, we do get amazing effects, you know. So I feel like, you know, it's a good trade-off, you know. I want to see amazing effects, and they've been doing that. Not all of them have been amazing, but the majority of them, it's hardly noticeable when it comes to the effects, which are now great and good. So I'm really interested in seeing how they're gonna create that water bending monster. And I do know that there's a name for that, maybe, but I don't remember it. So, you know, that's why I'm calling it a monster, water bending monster, because it is big, giant monster, you know, which Aang was in control of. But we'll see how that one goes, and, you know, just if it's going to be that amazing. Which, in other words, Aang also didn't try to do any water bending, so we'll see how he's gonna incorporate that and to learn that. But I think somebody else will be in, like, when he's in Avatar state, it's can, so even though he does not really know how to use the elements, he will still be able to reach them, because all for the knowledge that he has, the Avatar powers and all that. So, you know, you will be able to cut, you know, you'll be able to control them and just do amazing stuff. So yeah, you know what, I haven't really much to say. So if you like my reaction, make sure that you leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about this episode. We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.